Another cover shoot. Issue number 65. 65 issues. Can't believe it. Nia Sky from Astoria, Queens. Next on Universal. It's going to be off the hook. Got Danny Hastings, Ray.
One of the things that struck me about you guys back then when, you know, the song was blowing up was that you were being interviewed on BET and one of you said, like, we're still going to college. Like, we're still in school.
Yeah,
we're still, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, that was so dope because, you know, people think that, oh, you have like this single out there, you're gonna be, you know, like that's it, you made it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like that. You still have to, you know, do your grind work. Like you still have to, you know.
That's our whole thing. It's like we didn't get ahead of ourselves. We've been trying to do this for so long, and then when it finally happened, it was just like, you know, we're gonna wait for everything to really. Like our song was on the radio. We had made our video. We were finishing our semester. That was. Like, we didn't know we were gonna make an album. We're like, if we make an album, we'll take a semester off. But we're not, you know, we're not gonna get ahead of ourselves and quit school and, you know, drop everything that we're doing when nothing's guaranteed, really.
Right. I want you guys to touch upon that. You know what
Definitely.
I mean? Like, just because the magazine, like most of our readers are young Latinos. You know what I mean? And to hit on things like that would inspire the next up and coming. Like, okay, you know, because a lot of young kids, when they get into the music industry, man, I've been doing this for like 10 years, you know, and in 10 years, I've done about 120 album covers. You probably only seen about 30. Out of 120, like 30 saw the light. That tells you that, man, like you really have to have the right team behind you.
That's our whole thing. It's like the grind starts from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we still hustle like an unsigned group. Like that's our whole thing is like you never stop hustling even when you get signed. You always hustle like an unsigned group because you never know like when the people up top are just gonna be like, forget it.
Right.
You still gotta have your stuff on point. So that's our. We always hustle from the bottom. We always hustle like unsigned groups even though we're signed.
Now, are you on Universal?
We're on Universal.
Or Universal Latino?
Universal.
Universal. Okay, and there's another label that
Next Plateau.
Next Plateau, which they were, if I'm not mistaken, they've been around for a while.
Yeah, they had Salt and Pepper back in the day.
Salt and Pepper, right. Wow. So they, that's what's up. That's what's up.
And then they restarted the label, and we were their first group.
Cool. I know Jamal since like since he was grinding with Jessica, doing parties and stuff like that. Yeah, man, I know for a while. I actually shot a couple of covers for them, and I was up for one of their videos before I went to Panama because I went to my country to live there for like a couple of years, and I came back. And but positive brother, man, he's like, you know,
good guy.
He's somebody. Yeah, absolutely, man.
We're really fortunate to have people like that around us.
And with Cypher, you know, and which other producers have you worked with?
We've worked with, on this album, we worked with Cool and Dre. We worked with Ryan Leslie, who's like incredible, and Cool and Dre were incredible too. Troy Taylor, who's you know, Trey Songz songbook. That's his thing. Lonnie and Tora Jackson, they're based out of LA. That was really, really dope. And Cypher Sound, of course. And the Jetsons, those are all in-house producers.
The Jetsons, who the Jetsons are?
Well, we're actually signed to their production company.
Oh, okay.
And then Jamal and Cypher were signed to their management
company.
Okay.
We got signed to them first, and then they helped us, like, you know, we up the Cypher.
Yeah, so you guys are from Queens, right?
Yeah, we still live in Queens. We love Queens. So when we moved out from our mom, we still moved to Queens.
Right. That's what's up, man. Congratulations, man. Happy. What? Yeah, the front, Natalie. There you go. There you go.